What up? It's your boy K-Blao Hood X. I know I ain't done a video in a while, but I had to do this video because what I experienced last night was, I would say, literally the most nostalgic feeling I've ever had in my life. Now, I've seen a lot of retro, like hip hop stuff, like Tupac hologram. I seen recently Snoop come out with a video that had Biggie and Tupac in it. That was like a cartoon. You know what I'm saying? I've seen the Michael Jackson hologram. You know what I'm saying? I think recently they did a hologram with Whitney Houston with Christina Aguilera. You know what I'm saying? I even seen, even back in the day, they had a Big Pun. After he died, he came out with a video. They had a cartoon of him in it. You know what I'm saying? I've seen them try to do this a lot of times. But what they did last night with Biggie was like I think they set a whole new standard of how they about to start doing these hologram performances and concert. It was amazing. Secondly, I want to say, I've been to a I went to a Biggie concert back in like maybe it was 95, 96. And you can check my page, I did a whole video talking about this. And I forgot, I just recently tried to do a video, maybe it was like a year ago, and recent, but like a year ago, I did a video on my experience going to a Biggie concert back in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? And I was just talking about this like a year ago. So even when I was doing that video and I was trying to go back, I was trying to remember all of the details. Man, I took notes. Like I had to really go put myself in a frame of mind where like I was trying to remember literally all of the details. And what I went to last night made me remember even more things that I had forgotten all about. And I've never felt that way ever in my life. And it took me like 10 minutes. Like once the concert was over, I just sat there for like 5, 10 minutes, just like I didn't even know what to. I was just stunned. The way the detail that they put into that concert, um, it was just amazing. The way he was moving on stage was on point. The way they had Little C's, like Little C's is his hype man holding him down, and like Little C's will walk behind him, then walk in front of him, walk behind. Like I don't know how they did that, which was mind blowing to me. Uh, Diddy was off the chain. Whatever the guy they had playing Diddy was off the chain. Like he had that wasn't Diddy, that was Puffy. Like the way he was moving, they had Puffy down to a science. The locks was really there. That was crazy to see. Jadakiss and Sheek Luch and Styles P, they were really there with um, Lil C's. The only thing was missing was Lil Kim. You know what I'm saying? But the experience itself too, I just want to speak on real quick. It was ill because like the concert was in an app called Horizon Events or something like that. You know what I'm saying? For them, so like you can't just go in the metaverse and just go in there. Like you got to download this program, and then when you go in the program, like when you walk in there, like you walk up to the concert hall, it was like a line of people waiting to get in when I first got it. Cause like I got there maybe about 10, 15 minutes early. You know what I'm saying? It was a whole line of people waiting to get into the concert. And you can sit there and talk to them. You can enter like the metaverse is real. And you see the mouth moving, the hand moving, like the same way you sit and look at me right here is exactly how I look in the metaverse, but just a cartoon. You know what I'm saying? And I had never experienced that. That was crazy. You had people that was smoking weed, like standing outside the concert hall smoking weed, passing joints around and shit, really getting high. These people from all over the country. There's people from New York. I met somebody from Kansas. I met somebody from Minnesota. You know what I'm saying? We all in a circle talking, drinking. We shared a blunt together. It was crazy. Then when we got inside, you know what I'm saying, it was a couple cats that opened up for him. You know what I'm saying? I don't remember their name per se. They weren't that bad. You know what I'm saying? I do remember the music being kind of low. And a lot of people saying that like they wish that they could turn the music up because the music wasn't as loud as I thought it was gonna be. You know what I'm saying? But you can hear people talking, over the music, which was kind of made it like a actual you felt like you was at a concert. You know what I'm saying? Because you really couldn't control what other people were saying. You know what I'm saying? You kind of like at some point you kind of wanted them to shut up, but there was nothing you could do because and that's what kind of made it feel like it was at a concert. And they weren't talking loud in the fact that they were talking over the music. Like you could still hear the music, so it did. That's what made it feel like you were in a shared experience. You know what I'm saying? and it was cool. The people were the people that was there, they weren't immature. You know what I'm saying? They was respectful. You know what I'm saying? It was funny. It was a lot of funny stuff that happened. Like it was dude running around hollering at chicks. You know what I'm saying? Like he was walking up to chicks trying to holler at them and get their number and stuff. It was which was just, it made it more like a concert experience. You know what I'm saying? And the songs they did when they did Warning, I remember like thinking like, whoa, this is crazy. Like when he did Warning, that's when everything got real. I remember too, just one thing specifically at the end when they did One More Chance. You know what I'm saying? One More Chance was like an encore song for Biggie, and then like he would do his whole live show, and then at the end he would come out and do One More Chance. At the end. Like they were like, all right, thank y'all for coming out. Good night. You like, oh man. I remember when I went to the Biggie concert, people sitting around like, man, he didn't even do One More Chance, and then like not even 30 seconds after I'm saying that, he came back on stage and performed One More Chance. And that's exactly what happened last night. Like, they thanked everybody for coming out, you know what I'm saying? And then they basically made like the concert was over, but then they did One More Chance as an encore. And the only difference is that they rolled Biggie through the hood in a drop top. Like, Puffy was driving a drop top, and Biggie was sitting on the top of the back of the drop top. And it reminded me of that scene, at Biggie's funeral when they drove through the hood and all the people from Brooklyn were standing around, and cheering. That was dope, and for a good encore. And also too, it was dope how they showed the TV like you was watching it live. Like they made it feel like you were in Brooklyn watching this happen live, and you were able to look out the window and see him driving down the street while it was happening live on TV. I thought that was dope because it kind of took me back to the One More Chance video, like how the intro to the One More Chance video starts. Like it was like a video that was kind of aware of itself. It was dope. It was like that was dope. In that fact, it was meta. In that like that's what a lot of people call meta. Like the production is aware of itself. You know what I'm saying? And I thought it was dope that they did that, especially at the end. Like it was just a dope way to end the whole thing. And then they had this beautiful collage at the end where like it was just like whoa, like where they just took the whole thing to the next level. It was like this video and photo collage that they had like through the whole city. You know what I'm saying? Of New York, like through Times Square and everything. And they just immersed you in a whole like they had his child pictures, his graduation from high school, stuff like that. Like it had all type of just his artwork, which is crazy, man. And like I remember thinking, man, I felt happy for Lil C's. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember seeing Lil C's on stage. You know what I'm saying? And I could just imagine them being able to capture that whole experience in 2022 after all that time like that and be able to capture it that good like that and give him that experience like that. I could just imagine, what that was like for him. You know what I'm saying? I remember feeling happy for Lil C's because like you felt Big's presence. Like there was no way that you did not feel his presence there. You know what I'm saying? It was just a real good way to end the year out. You know what I'm saying? So I just had to do this video, you know what I'm saying, just to review the Biggie Metaverse concert, you know what I'm saying? I am going to try to find the whole. I was all morning trying to find the whole experience. I think they got it on his Facebook. It might be on his Facebook page. You know what I'm saying? But I'm definitely gonna watch it again. You know what I'm saying? If you saw it, you know what I'm saying. If you were there, you know what I'm saying. Make sure you leave a comment. I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying. And I'll see y'all in the next video. You did.